Hey Hardin County, it's Michelle Labus, and it is November 21st, and I just want to do a real short video, and then I'm going to record a longer video. Today, they obviously approved the minutes. They hired Tia Hamilton for JFS. They said they had been doing interviews because they have like 5 open positions, so they did reimbursement for JFS and CSCA. The Keep Hardin County Beautiful had some funds, and they paid bills. Now I should go back and look at the video, but there was something that there was a quote. I know they were doing a quote for the flooring down at the safety center for the EMS behind the conference room at the sheriff's station. He wanted flooring, and I tried to ask if that quote, because Roger said that the quote was too high for the benefit that you would receive from whatever it was, and I kind of thought maybe it was the flooring, so I'm not real sure. I tried to ask, and they just ignored me, so they should be more clear when they're speaking about these items that they're talking about. Oh, and there's another thing about this approving this certificate of county-wide expenditure for Maximus. I don't know if anybody knows what that is. If you do, send me a message. Let me know what this Maximus is and why we needed it. So we will be trying to track that information down. And so we had some people come in from the community that wanted to speak today before their 9:30 meeting, and the commissioners didn't want to hear from the people, and so we had about 15 people that wanted to come in and ask a question about the solar resolutions from the townships. I ended up getting kicked out and wasn't, so I had to leave the meeting, I assume, for the rest of the day. So I didn't have anything else. So like Lynn Webb and Cindy Murray came in, Sharon Huston came in and was talking about the auction information that they just had, and it was interesting that why Sharon Huston was in there. So this is a public meeting, right? It's all public, like the whole time that they're open for business is a public meeting, and yet Tori frequently leaves the meeting, right? So she'll leave, I don't know if it's a smoke break or whatever it is, but leave. So Sharon Huston is in there in the public meeting, and the clerk is gone. Deb's not in there because she had knee replacement surgery, and nobody is in there for a legal representation of that meeting. And so I just think that that's it's just really poor practice. I don't know what the reason is, and of course I wasn't allowed to be in there. So John Neville came in for museum funding. I don't know if so we talked about like the ARPA money and how I'm assuming Tim, because he's very supportive of the Kenton Museum. I don't know if it was that particular museum, but they wanted to get salaries paid for so many years, and I know they had some work on the porch that they wanted to get like the tongue and groove. Now it is interesting that for this. Sorry, I keep shaking the table. That they want to do original historic materials on the museum because it's a historical building, and so they want to go the extra mile to make sure that porch is done correctly, but not for the chapel. So that's all out of the question. We'll just put metal on it. So just a difference of priorities. So anyway, so I'm not sure what the museum funding is. I do know Kenton Times was there, and so maybe we'll see an article in the paper. Brianna Sullivan from the Treasurer's Department came in and was talking about budget. There is a lot of insurance costs. So I don't know. I've been at a couple of their insurance meetings, and it is going up quite significantly. Even with dropping all the insurance people from Hardin Hills, that's not on your thing. The insurance is still skyrocketing. We've had huge claims on our county insurance, and it's a big problem, and it just seems like everybody gets insurance. So anyways, it's something everybody's going to have to pay. It's going to have to pay. So I don't know if that was what it is, but certainly here's something else that I had a question on. This is budget season. And when I previously talked to the commissioners about budget season, that departments would come in and they would talk about their budget and, you know, any decisions or discussion, you know, about their budget for the next year, that I was expecting to see these meetings, and we haven't seen one. Like, this was the first one that a department has come in and presented their budget and they've had discussions. So when are they even approving the budget? I mean, that'll come later, I suppose. I don't know, but I just wonder if they're not doing it because we're there watching, but whatever. At 1 o'clock, which of course I'm not going to go to that either. I'll give them 24 hours. I'll go back on Tuesday. Garmin Miller re-roofing progress meeting will be at 1 o'clock. So missing that one. And the people who had the question about the solar do have an agenda item for Tuesday at, I think it's at 1:30. But make sure you check back, you know, come early at 1 just in case if you need to. But I thought it was at 1:30, and we'll just see if we can get our one question answered, and that'll be it. All right, thank you.